Would you mind telling me what you did last time we played? And bring us into this game.
We were in the dungeon and we fought a fight and then Aiden died and we're leaving.
Don't say it.
That does sum it all up.
That does.
That is the simplest sum up of what happened. Yeah, we had a fairly lengthy boss fight.
It only was lengthy because half of us were turned off because mind control is fun.
Yeah, it wasn't really built to be a boss fight. It just sort of turned into one.
Yes.
But that's the fun of this game. So, I guess with that, let's begin. Hey?
With that, Lamia are sadists.
They are. Okay, so last time, so you are standing now outside of the tomb with the punctured corpse and the blistering horizon. I wonder, can I? No? Nope. That's fine.
How far is it back to town from here? It's like a day.
It was a half day's journey, if I recall correctly, to get out here. So it's about the same amount of time. So it is late post-afternoon. It is starting to... you have probably about... somewhere around 10 to 11 hours of travel time and probably only about 4 to 5 hours of sunlight.
Do I know of any safe locations within that sunlight travel distance? Considering this is home for me.
It is home. It's also the Scar. It's not safe.
Yeah, so I am aware that no, there's not really any safe place.
Yeah.
We could hide back in the dungeon, I guess.
There's still quite a few things crawling around down there.
I mean, I'd rather fight what's down there than up here.
Don't want to be in the Scar at night.
I will say that travel time is at an average pace, but quickly can pose its own dangers. So that you don't feel like you're just unable to move quicker.
I don't really want to get way tired.
Yeah, how long would it take if we did travel at a quick pace to get back to city?
Moving at a quick pace is about of a...
Isn't that a Constitution saving throw every hour, though?
No, it's disadvantage on perception.
That's
which
what it
means
is.
you can be surprised.
Or at least surprised more easily.
Unless somebody is carrying someone else, then they don't have to and they can watch for us. Do we have any gnomes in the party?
No, we're all tall.
That's not entirely the logic around it.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah.
Logically it works. Game mechanic.
You'd be able to shred maybe a good 2-3 hours. You might get to the wall before it gets before spending too long in the dark. There is, of course, a closer location that you have spent a night at, which was the keep that the cultists were hiding out at. But there's very few chances they aren't still there.
But then there's the question of whether they're hostile or not as well.
Dude, we do not want to go there.
Yeah, I'd say no, even if they weren't hostile.
Don't want to deal with that brain damage again.
Well,
although Rye wouldn't say that, because Rye wouldn't know crap about them.
Before we do that, do we want to try and resurrect Identh before we make a decision?
Sure.
Alright.
Depends how long will it take.
A couple minutes. However long it takes us to carve out a heart and replace it.
By the way, who's
That's a Google search I'm not gonna do, so I'm just gonna guess something around at least 20 minutes to be delicate with the rest of the body.
Well, you could probably look up like how long mummification, the removal of the organs took, and that'd be close enough.
That's
I've done enough
totally
searches today that might put me on a watch list.
Okay, but have you collected enough watch lists?
Boom roasted.
Yeah, I was looking up how to commit human rights violations in RimWorld, so...
All right. I don't know. Selton, you're probably the best with this religion stuff, so maybe you should lead the ceremony. I can assist, and Jason can try and coax his soul back, however you feel fit to.
All right, but is there anyone else who's ever? Is there anybody here who's ever carved out a heart before? Because I've never had to
I
do
have.
something.
Not delicately, no.
Right.
I've carved up a lot of dead things before.
Okay, but delicately.
Have you seen a hunter skin an animal? That's a pretty delicate process most of the time.
It's
Yep.
different
I mean, that's
organs.
skin.
It's I
hard.
don't know. I'm not learned in medicine, so I wouldn't know for sure.
Battlefield medicine at best over here.
He's blue. I don't know what's up with that.
I have a little bit of magic medicine. Yeah, I'm no help.
That's a little different from what we're trying to do. All right, I guess I'll lead this.
So as a reminder, there's somebody who has to do the prayer and then someone who has to cut out the heart. It's two different people.
I can do the prayer.
Okay.
That's the part where I know a little bit more about things.
Do I get the impression that cutting out the heart should be more like a deft person or like someone like that knows religion?
That part of the process is more of just a manual labor kind of thing. So it's not really the way it's done so much as that it's done.
Okay, so then Selden will be leading the ceremony. If Wolfchild, if you want to do the manual cutting out the heart and replacing it, then you can do that if you'd like.
Okay. As I do pull out my skinning knife.
Okay. So you'll begin the ritual.
So I'll be coaxing the body back, right?
Yes. So you'll be doing the last step, and you have to decide what you're going to do to try to do that, because that one's not determined.
Hope you spent the last week thinking long and hard about how the heck you're gonna bring him back. Roll
I'll
good,
probably
buddy,
be
roll good.
pleading. Like begging.
So, begging, pleading. Oh. We'll get to that when it comes time, because the way you describe that will affect what role it is. Okay. So you start out. First, it's removing the heart. So, because of the nature of this item, you don't really need to do too delicate of a job to it. So because you know what needs to be done, it actually, like I said last time, counts as an automatic success. So his scales are tough and hard, but since you're not doing any particularly important process other than removing the heart at first, you eventually break through the flesh, kind of have to crack the ribs and remove them where they're a problem. And finally kind of dig out his it's just weird to say, pull out his heart.
Yep.
With your hands still soaked in wet, you can then grab the golden heart, and it's very cold to the touch and strange. It's got all those. It's almost a perfect replica of a living heart, but made of gold. And as you sunk it into his chest, Sultan, give me a religion roll just for something. Well, actually, no. Roll a percentile. That's a better example of what I'm going for, because I don't want modifiers on this.
And everybody give him all of the good vibes.
I will give him 2.
Nice.
Did he hear me?
Who?
Selton.
Saltan, Rainbow. You're muted if you're talking.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Hello.
I guess my microphone just gave up on there. Gave up there.
Cool.
on
Well,
there.
you're back. That's all that matters.
Yep, okay. I was asking if there is a percentile dice tool on here somewhere.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
D10. Right-click
Yeah.
it, and there's a percent.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there it is. But
Okay. So, as you offer up this prayer to Loth, it's a simple offering, but you feel like something's watching you. That's all.
Great.
try to be as unnerved by that as I can be.
Alright.
Try not, whatever. Yeah, I said that wrong. Anyways.
Alrighty. So, that he has finished the prayer. Jason.
I'm gonna go by his body and kneel down like a classic prayer stance, and say, Identh has more to do in this world. He has just left a life of fighting for others' entertainment, for a time to serve a purpose of helping others. He has saved my life and others many times. He needs to help more people. He needs to continue that venture. Please, let him do this. Let him come back to us.
And then the awkward firebender in the corner leans over to the guy nearest to him and says, Lol, don't give 2 craps about any of that.
So, make a religion check.
Hope it's good.
Oh,
Sage advice!
Yeah, all the buffs.
Can I
right
do
now.
that?
Technically, yes. But also no.
Okay.
Not in this case. This is a particular kind of thing. And I chose that skill for a very particular reason. Okay. Gotta do a little bit of mental math.
Well, Pentalope, I hope you brought a secondary character.
this is a uh-oh, yikes, but we get 2 successes automatically, so hopefully it'll still be okay.
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
I do have a backup character in mind.
Cool. Well, so at least you have something you can put down.
Alright. Now I roll a flat roll. You have a very high chance of coming back, but
'Tis still a roll.
D20s, right?
D20 is on this program. I'll roll it out into the open.
Here we go! And
Oh,
Okay.
And cue the end of the suspense.
that means nothing to me. What does the middle of the road roll mean?
yeah, I know.
Well,
Perfect
it was
middle of
very
the road.
easy for him to come back because he only needed to roll a 5 or higher.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
what 2
considering-
automatic successes do for you, and I haven't tweaked the rules for this yet. So
Considering he said very easy, I'm like, yeah, 10 counts as a success of a very easy.
Yeah.
so
But normally
As you
that very
finish-
easy has modifiers.
you hear this disgusting cracking of metal bending as the pipes seem to start to connect to his existing vein network, and then you just hear this metallic as it slowly stops sounding like metal and just starts to sound like a regular heart, but it's still very much a gold metal piece in there.
That
And
wasn't
then-
right.
His flesh starts to kind of just reform somewhat as he now has like a shallow scar where you remove the heart.
Do you
That
still
wasn't
have his
right.
heart in your hands?
Yes.
Does anybody have any way of preserving that?
Not as of yet.
I
Okay,
have
Yeah, it's the party
basic
sheet.
methods of preserving that when we get back
So-
to town.
Identh. This magic item comes with a few particular factors to it as well, though.
Mhm,
You
okay.
owe one particular spider deity 3 favors.
No, that's not the mechanics of it. Okay.
It's
So
not
this
that
is
nice.
the Drow Heart of Loath.
Hmm.
Okay. So, because this is a nearly free resurrection, you gain the following flaw.
Hmm.
Your heart is cold, literally, and you can no longer feel strong emotions of love or fear. This does not affect you, stop you from being able to be frightened or charmed, but your character now has a distance from others. For now, that's all it is.
Okay. Is he conscious?
No, not yet. He's still at 0 HP. But he's
Hey, you
stable and
awake
alive.
now. You awake.
I think processes like this might take a toll coming back.
Well, his heart is beating, so looks at me holding his heart. The heart is beating. Whatever.
He could use
We
the
know what
luck.
you mean.
Maybe he could do some traditional healing or something, but he's back. It worked. We didn't get what we came here for, but we didn't lose anything in my mind either. So,
We have a bunch of coins.
yeah.
Oh,
Money is
yeah.
always good.
I feel like I improved some of my skills.
So that was, yeah.
Uh,
At which point, Identh, you eventually resurge. And you feel some of the positive effects of this heart. So you actually get a +2 bonus to your Constitution score as well.
Dang.
Wow, that's nice.
It's my con score?
Yeah.
It's already a 19.
Yeah, that's because I changed it for you.
Oh, okay. I was
What
gonna
was it
say,
before?
21.
He was at 17.
Oh, so he just got 2 con. Dang.
Yeah.
That's filthy. Like, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
Yes.
I want it.
You feel a weight
Specifically
in your
for Mr.
chest.
You
Casper.
gotta die first, though.
You do feel
Can
heavier.
do.
And above that, something beyond just... You feel thankful, but you don't feel as thankful as you think you should feel. You feel a foreboding dread of things to come.
Well, welcome back, Identh.
You awake now.
So, let me get this straight.
He's awake.
That's my heart over there. And you
Yep.
put the golden one inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe if I go to sleep, I'll wake up.
That tends to be how sleeping works.
No, well. This isn't a dream, right?
No, I'm afraid that we did have to use the heart. Resurrect you.
I got a bad feeling about all.
Yeah.
Maybe, but for now you're alive, so you should take a little bit of comfort,
Whoa.
I suppose.
That is true. Well, I'm pretty tired. Where are we again?
The entrance to the tomb where we found the heart. We haven't gone back yet.
Oh,
Still very much in danger, basically.
what time is it?
You
It's,
died about how long ago would you say, you guys? 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, it was not too long ago.
only about the 30 minutes or an hour ago.
Hmm.
This is... This is... it's a good thing. It's a very good thing that you're back.
Well, all right. I think you're right. But
Now we just need to figure out what we're going to do next, because it's getting dark. It's gonna get dark.
This is
City is about a half day's walk. We have half that time. Yeah.
What do you think, Wolfchild? This is your home. Do you think we should try and get quickly back to town, or should we try and brave a night here in Scar?
Scar's a real dangerous place. Not
Yeah.
staying out there overnight. I don't know if this place is more or less dangerous though.
If there are more of those cat things down there, it could start to be some serious trouble.
Yeah. There's danger here, and there's danger out there. We could try stay here for the night, hole up in one of the rooms, but there is danger.
There's danger everywhere. I think back in there is a little bit less dangerous than dealing with all the terrifying things that could be out here.
If we move quickly, we'll still have to go through the dark.
Yeah.
Not for long, but not long is still dangerous.
Okay.
Alright, I guess we're going back in the tomb.
Go back in, choose a room near the entrance that looks easily fortifiable.
We could.
Ain't no rest for the wicked, right?
Yeah.
All right. Then enter back in. Did that share? That did not share. Plop.
Question, do we want to take a breather before we go back in at least?
You feel like you need one?
I feel like half the man I once was.
Hmm.
Like, I'm okay. Actually, 2/3 the man, or 1/3 the man I once was. I'm okay, I'll be fine.
I think
But just
I think
kind of
it's
throwing that
fine.
idea out there.
it's probably a good idea.
Okay. If we feel like we need it, we can spend a little bit more time resting out here.
Yeah, because at the very least I get key back, so even if I don't spend anything.
We could go back to that room with the beds already in there.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I felt if I remember right, that one was the place we held up.
Yeah.
And it has 2 doors. Pretty easy
Lower
to
entrance.
fortify.
But yeah, let's just take a little bit of a breather out here.
Okay. Just kind of settle in. You can watch as the light starts to die out a little bit more. Short rest. And as you kind of wait and the wind blares, nothing seems to bother you during this time of rest.
You're just not rolling well on those D12s.
No, I'm not.
That's the wrong one.
What does that say,
Uh-oh.
Death?
Okay, well,
Because
I
for
rolled
some
the wrong-
reason that was a death save.
yeah, I rolled the wrong one. I don't know where.
That's not
Rolls hit dice. Result
Just-
death.
just
I guess I'm
randomly.
dying. Then.
You have rolled a
Yes,
negative
I'll die.
1 on hit dice. Roll a death
Give me
save.
a moment, guys. I'm just gonna rest.
He's bleeding out.
Look, man.
Can we use that gold heart again?
Look, it's just Darkest Dungeons. You'll have a heart attack at any time. Too stressed out.
Oh, no, the heart has been spent, which reminds me, I do have to change something on you.
I already used my hit die.
Oh, cool. There's more stuff he didn't tell us about.
So,
Oh, there's a
just
handful
because-
of things that this thing's going to potentially do, but for now, I just have to mark it because the heart is no longer an item.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Question.
about that. 'cause
I'm
has
adding it
12
to your
pounds.
racial traits, basically.
all right.
So, question: if parcel tongue is for snakes, what would speaking spiders sound like?
Spiders don't speak.
Neither do snakes, but
Snakes, at least. I don't know. Spiders like vibrate their fangs to make noise, or is that tarantulas?
I would play spiders though.
Spiders.
Yeah, they hiss, I guess.
Yeah,
you
dude.
so you just hiss at them back. I don't know.
Well, I'm just asking what it would be called, so we can, like, when he starts speaking, spiders say he's a parcel tongue or whatever.
Spiders don't have a language, or at least not
They
one
s-
that they remember.
They speak arachnid or something. I don't know. All right. No one else said it, so I have to say it. Wolfchild,
hi.
you stole Aiden's heart.
You want it? I hold it out to him.
In all honesty, a little bit. I want to. If Aiden doesn't mind, do you want your heart back?
I hold it out to Aiden.
I'm sure this
No.
is deeply traumatizing for you, but we have to know what you want us to do with it.
I mean, to be honest, if I kept it, it would just rot. I don't have a way to save it, so. I guess burn it?
All right, you heard the man.
I'd just ask for the heart at that point.
I'll just hand it to the fire guy.
And just
Alright.
hold it in my hand and burn it.
As
Alright.
your once fleshy half-dragon heart now just becomes a pile of cinders.
That's a good question. Does his heart look different as a half dragon heart, or is it just pretty?
It is a little
close
bit
to-
different, yeah. It has a few extra tubes.
That makes sense.
Interesting. All right. Well, if we're heading back in, we should go try to fortify whatever place we take.
All right,
Okay.
we'll head back in.
So using your ropes to slide back inside the tomb. As you arrive back in, Boom. Movement first, action second, just to keep things aligned. You all arrive
So we
back
wanna-
together.
Oh. Okay.
Inside the tomb.
So we wanted to go to that rested that bed area.
Yeah,
Right.
we head through
This
the
one?
east door twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For speed and ease, I will just dunk, hit 2 of those, and
let's,
throw you
let's-
guys in there.
Let's re-enable those swinging traps for a little bit of added protection while we sleep.
Okay. I guess we'll reactivate those.
Who wants to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay. Let's all go die in the blade. No, just one person try. Just make me a dexterity check.
This'll go great.
All right. You flick it
Oh.
active, and you don't manage to activate the trap on yourself while you're doing so, so you're good.
Lovely.
You can rejoin the group unharmed.
All right.
And I assume we shut that door behind us. Is there a door right there?
That,
Yeah,
that is a door.
We'll shut the doors, and I'll cast alarm on both doors.
Okay. Alarm goes up. One of the doors was destroyed last time you were in here.
I can still put alarm on the area.
Yeah. But. Okay. So alarm is up. Boom. Okay. And you settle
I'm
into
also
the
going
space.
to put a hunting trap. My hunting trap. No, about here.
Do we
Okay.
have 2 of those now?
One with me.
Oh. Can I get my traps, please? Okay. So trap set.
We'll keep watches. I'll take first so I can continue ritual casting alarm as first watch.
Okay.
I'll take second just to split that up a little bit.
All right. Marking it down, but I've got it so far.
Who'll be on? Who wants to be on third watch?
How many watches are there?
4.
4?
Typically, yeah.
Okay.
I can take third watch.
All right.
All right.
You know what? I'll take third watch with Jason. I kind of want to see what's up with this guy.
Okay. Wolfchild, you can take fourth.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. So with a trap in place and watches decided, and with 8 hours within a tomb to try and be prepared, so
We are
that'll
going
be
to
2
be
hours.
as quiet as possible.
Yes, indeed. Okay. So, we okay. So, Kozak, you stared out.
Mm-hmm.
You got your opportunity. You're casting alarm on the doorways to make sure if something comes through, you're not going to be surprised by it.
Mm-hmm.
As everybody else gets their armor removed, since you can't sleep in your armor, and
I
gets
don't
comfortable.
have armor.
And the advantage of a barbarian. Surprised in the middle of the night? No problem.
Clank, clank, clank as I shed scale mail.
And
Same, I think.
eventually,
Chainmail.
they'll get to
Yours
use
is a little
the
bit better than mine.
rackety beds. As 1 hour, 2 hours pass.
Mhm.
Nothing. Silence.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where's my fortune? Yeah, we stuffed it in a cookie. Well, that's not my cookie.
Bunk. Roll those. You okay? All right. But your shift comes to an end, uneventful.
Wake Sultan up, and lay down.
Go over here, I guess. Just be next to the dome, just so I can make sure to listen in.
All right.
You
Being
can talk when
delivered
you are, because you said you didn't want that much.
No, I didn't say I didn't want much. I said that I
Not that hungry.
can't eat much while running the game.
Right, okay.
But thank you.
Mancha, mancha.
Munch, munch. All right. So you get your equipment on. I forgot to ask this, but it didn't come up anyway. But would you give me a perception check, Selton?
Okay. Let's grab that. Ow.
So
Okay.
close to the 20.
Because I want to sage advice.
Get them all out while you can, right?
Yep. I still have what I think.
So that's a
one more I
14
can
now?
use. Yep.
All right. So you kind of talk yourself into it. Is there anything else you're doing?
Everyone else is asleep, so I am just sitting there quietly and yeah, just sitting there quietly, a bit nervous, but all the same, just fine.
Okay. So 1 hour passes. Nothing. The next hour passes. I don't want to do that one again. Those aren't even what those are marked as. Oh, it is. Yeah, I don't want to use any more of those, so I'm gonna roll again. I guess it just wants me to use another one of those, so I'm gonna go with this one instead. Plop. Do I not have these things loaded? Why does it not have my modules loaded? That's weird. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Wait, it doesn't have the core rules loaded. What the heck? For me. One moment. Load that. It's gonna take a moment. Sorry. It's never done this before. Unloaded books between sessions. It has never done that to me before. So it looks like it's just the core rules. So it's just the player's handbook and the monster manual and the dungeon master's guide that for some reason just stopped being loaded. Alright, there we go. Now they're loaded. Okay. So those got rolled in. And I think it's very obvious that something has happened.
Yep.
But I have to roll something. Okay. So, sadly, it is surprise.
Sorry,
it has
it's
surprised you.
Okay.
Bonk. This will be interesting, to say the least.
Does it not trigger the alarm?
How long does alarm last?
8 hours?
8 hours. What was the area of its effect?
The doors. It's a 20-foot cube or like an area like that.
Oh, okay. Alright, fair enough. Okay. I didn't realize that that keeps going, so it is not surprise, as some creatures have just opened the door on you. They are strange and insectoid-like.
Oh no.
Most of them are bearing no weapons, but they don't exactly seem safe. Alright, roll me initiative, guys.
No,
All right.
I'm sure we can talk this out.
It's just like 4 hours into the night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Gift of Alacrity is still active.
How long does it last?
8 hours.
That's
hours?
ridiculous. He cast it in the middle of the
Fair.
day, if I remember right.
Yeah. You didn't wait till nightfall either, so yeah. Alright. It is still up.
Wow.
So, I don't have my armor on, right?
Sure, this will be fine.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
we don't have
That's
armor
right.
on.
Okay.
I have my.
Nobody has armor,
Guys
but
are
you
our
are not
friends.
sleeping or surprised.
I have all the armor I normally have on.
So what's
I'm
your total,
sad.
Kozak?
8.
8? Okay.
Yeah, I rolled in that one. Great.
Dang.
Okay.
Dang, dude.
So, with that,
And you're still not going last.
top
Yeah.
of the round, Identh. You feel this effect because of the nature of spellcasters. Kozak, how does the alarm go off for you? Is there a particular sound, or is it like a buzzer?
There's like a handbell within like the close vicinity of this room.
And you are brought to an immediate awareness. It is your turn. Some kind of insect humanoid creature has stepped through the doorway.
I'm gonna throw my hand axe at it.
You gotta throw your hand axe.
Not
Alright.
even trying diplomacy? Alright.
No.
He died earlier today, okay, man? Give him some
Don't
slack.
blame him.
My head's not right.
I don't consent, but I don't blame.
I mean, neither is your heart, but
Dude, I am going so last.
I know the feeling. Do not worry.
Dude, Rye has the worst initiative rolls, and I hate it.
Okay, but you see, Zach.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 3, buddy. Don't even with me.
Zach regularly rolled -1s.
Fair point.
Alright, let's remove the combat tracker for now. Alright. So as you wake up a moment before everybody else and just throw your hand axe into one of them.
Okay, I'm grabbing my shield and my long sword.
Alright. You quickly grab your weapons. It takes an action to equip a shield, but it takes a free action to pick up your sword, so you've got a bonus action.
Yeah, I don't have any spell slots left, so we'll just go up
Alright.
here and
Well, fetch me.
stare at them menacingly.
Alrighty.
Still want to know what my AC is
Wolf
right now?
child.
I'm sure it's fine.
Ring, ring, ring.
Alright, do I at all recognize what these are? Have I encountered these before?
Make an intelligence check. You're probably not going to get names, but at least maybe recognition.
-2, go!
Hey, that's not rich.
I mean, there's a lot of bugs in this place, so...
And bugs tend to never be friendly, so...
I mean, the ones you've seen, the big mantid ones, for example, just skewer people.
I do not meet friendly bugs, so... Rage. I remember to do that.
Alright.
Violence.
Thwack.
Hit.
Oh, that almost landed on 12.
So close.
Mhm.
So you burrow up and just leap over a rye and just smack it with your axe as it...
Thank you. Please stay in front of me.
And then... my end turn button is not working.
It's still not working. Okay. I got that for you. Okay, this one. This one
I don't
comes
like
up.
that word in parentheses.
It is very much not a nice name.
Okay. How does this work?
Can we just say it doesn't?
Seems to make some noises. Oh, actually, wait, no, this is a...
Whole pork mac and cheese. Yummy.
Okay, its body starts to blur. And shift. I realize it doesn't actually even need to speak, because it's a psionic spell. So yeah, this creature just kind of blurs. It doesn't actually have a condition I can put on it, but attacks have disadvantage against it.
Oh, good. That spell that I totally don't know what it is.
Yep.
Lol.
So I'm just putting the actual concentration block for it instead. That's great. Because this thing doesn't really have much in offensive psionics. Okay, that's actually good for you. Alright, now the one that's been getting beaten up. With no weapons, but sharp and nasty mandibles and claws. It is just gonna step over and yeah, it's just gonna make an attack against you. These things aren't being clever. It fails to bite you and attempts to claw you. It is just flopping, failing.
As many things do.
As many things do. Okay. The next one
We'll
is
also
going
try.
to... Yeah, it can make that jump. It is going to jump over you.
Do I get an opportunity attack as it does that?
Door frame? Sure. Thwack. Oh, that's a good one.
Good job.
Alright. As it lands, it then is just going to try and attack Rai, who hasn't had his turn yet, so he is still on the ground, prone.
Your AC is like 10 too, isn't it?
It should be, but it's showing 11.
Oh, that's because I can't apply the armor armor fighting style. So I have to manually enter it into your character sheet
Gotcha.
every time it changes. Okay,
Yeah.
and
No,
yeah,
it's
he's just gonna
literally 10.
try and bite and claw you.
I wonder if he
Alright.
hit.
Bonk.
Probably won't.
Okay, and you make a Constitution save. You fail.
Oh no.
Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah! Okay, you are poisoned. And because you failed literally by 1 point too low, you are also paralyzed.
Hold on.
No.
No, I can't do that now. I was distracted, dang it.
Well, that's real bad.
And it still has its claws.
Yeah, rip Rai.
Might not. It knows it's got the bite on you.
I would say I literally haven't done anything to these guys yet.
Okay,
Why
it's
not
gonna
the
move
crazy-
over to Jason.
I say, why not the crazy guys around him?
That's the wrong attack.
I would say, let him try to hit me, but hey,
That's all
You're
right.
not.
So
You're
after
not
biting
crazy
it,
AC right now.
biting into Rye's body just locks up. It immediately turns around and tries and slashes at you. But you kind of do that opener that most action films have, where you push your head back. That ends its turn. The last one can go. Yeah, it's just going to come up, and it's gonna do as the others did. It's gonna try and bite and claw. Wolfchild first. Miss on the bite. Miss on the claw. All right, Kozak, you're awoken by your own alarm.
Who's that? All right, I'm going to 2, 3, and then Thry-Green number 2. I'm gonna hit with a Sap and Sting. So that makes this save. Fails. It takes damage and is knocked prone.
All right.
And that's it.
So you sap the strength from it. It falls back. Selton.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot my crossbow at the one directly across from me. I'm gonna, like... Yeah, it'll be fine. Because I think... Does Wolfchild act as cover if he's right there in front of me? I
No.
can't remember. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him. Where
Alright.
is... Where'd the character sheet go? Okay. Sometimes... Oh, right. I'll bonus action, skull... analyze enemy on that one. And then shoot it.
All right.
Am I good to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good shot.
Whoa, he hit with a crossbow.
He hit something with no crossbow. And did some pretty good damage.
I'm starting to run real low on ammo.
The bolt scrapes a good chunk. It doesn't thunk into it. It just kind of scrapes a chunk of its chitinous hide. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that was action and bonus action.
All right. Rye, you are paralyzed.
and on the ground and absolutely useless. What do I get to throw to maybe get out of this?
Let me see if there is a throw.
Or am I just like out of this fight?
The poisoned target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. So you get to make a Constitution save.
Hey! I think
All
I
right. Yes. End your
did.
turn.
And my turn.
No longer paralyzed or petrified. Not petrified. Oh gosh, no, I didn't use
So-
that this time.
But hey, I'm just pretending that I'm still paralyzed at this point. Like
Sorry,
I'm not
like-
even trying to move
Oh,
or anything.
actually, I gotta check if the. Oh, so you only saved from the the paralysis. The poison
Yes.
actually stays in place.
That's
Don't
all.
I get don't I save from poison every turn too though?
Nope, that's not how poison works. It's only if
Whoa.
certain poisons that do that.
Got it. Cool.
All right.
That'll be
That
fun to deal with in a
I
second.
didn't. Da-da-da-da.
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 Breath weapon.
Da-da-da.
All right. Always like to envision
Oh.
just like angling your face just at the wall.
Pretty much.
You let loose this screech. That ultrasonic sound.
Either or.
Alright. They both kind of reel back a bit. But they are still alive, so. Jason, you are up.
All right. Try to attack this guy with advantage. Prone.
Yes. That is definitely a golden green hit.
Yay.
That'll be all.
Alright. Plunging the blade into it. And as you do, Wolfchild,
Let's see. No. Let me. Thank you. Okay. I'm just going to delete this one.
so as he stabs in, Wolfchild, you bring your blade careening through and chop this one in half, since they are fairly sticky and easy to cut in two.
That's pretty
Yes,
much deleted.
Yes. And now, does this work? Hey!
Yay!
Amazing.
Scared.
Okay.
It's fine. I can see it. It doesn't look that threatening. Immediately dies.
They never do. I can't see it.
Yeah. Wow. Alright, this one is going to...
I would
There's
tell
really
you
not
where it is, but that
very
feels
many.
like cheating.
It is.
Really aren't very many clever strategies I can do here. It's just gonna come up to you.
Oh, there it
Hello.
is.
Okay. And it is going to do its the rotation. It's literally just a rotation at this point. Wait. Oh! That one is a critical.
Yikes.
Rough.
It's rolled a d6. Oh no!
What the heck?
Let's see what happens.
All right.
Okay.
Just don't be bleeding. We're bleeding out.
No, he skips the bleeding out. He gets. I just have to remember what it's called. There's the chart I need. All right. You know, I might alter this one depending on the result, only because I don't think some of the nasty ones are worth having. Yeah, exactly that one. That's exactly the one I was like, no, I'm not gonna apply that. Lose arm or hand.
What?
So I'm gonna take it down a step. You lose an eye.
Oh.
Next time, it'll be an arm, but this is way too pathetic of an enemy to lose an arm to.
You could always make him like lose the use of his arm for now until he receives healing.
No, it's lose an arm. So that is what happens to you.
Jeez.
As you get this one, you kill it dead, and then the blurry one at the corner of your eye comes up, and it just, and suddenly everything's dark on one side. Now I get to roll the damage for that. Watch it be a pathetic amount. Okay, it's not pathetic. I would have just laughed if it was like 4 1s. And you lost an eye over that.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that just happened. He just clawed your eye out. Okay. I'm sticking to the rules I put in place. That one's dead. Yeah, so this one is gonna try and bite. Yeah, let's just bring this up. It's easier to manage this way. He's just gonna try and bite Jason. Oh,
Nice.
while on the ground. I'm not gonna correct that because that was my mistake. All right, and he gets up. There's really not much other option at this point. He's just gonna claw you. Wow.
Claw.
All right.
Even without armor.
He misses. Alrighty.
I can't figure out whether the dice really like Jason or just really hate Wolfchild.
Yeah.
This is the second time he's received a lasting injury, but he's also the one taking a majority of the attacks in this game.
True.
This one is going to move up over here and attempt to bite Aiden. It bites. Okay. 7 damage. Aiden makes a save. He succeeds, however. Alright. And then... Claw. Miss. And I missed. Kozak, you're up.
Alright. I am going to basically do a similar thing. Move up a little bit, and then Sapping Sting the Psionic one. So it has to throw a con save. It fails.
Hey, nice.
Damage and prone. That,
Nice.
Wow.
Sapping Sting has been working a lot more than I expected to.
Wait, is Sapping Sting
really
a
is.
cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Oh, dang, bro.
It's a little good for a cantrip.
Cantrips are really good, though, normally.
It's Dunamancy.
That's true. 5th edition cantrips are busted, guys. Balance your
I
game.
mean, Vicious Mockery. Enough said.
Vicious Mockery is mocked for being the weakest cantrip.
Yeah.
Why?
There are way
But everything
stronger
disadvantaged?
cantrips.
I've always heard of it praised as one of the strongest ones. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but disadvantage on attacks.
Well, because there's a wizard cantrip that does the same thing but does a d6 of damage instead.
What cantrip?
I don't remember. It's like it's the cold one.
No, because
Oh.
that one doesn't do that. Because what it does is it makes it so you can only move half your movement speed.
No, the other one.
Depends on which cold one you're doing.
There's 2 cold ones.
Yeah.
What's the second?
Chill touch.
Chill touch is necromancy.
Chill Touch
It's
is
also
not.
a cantrip.
Yeah. Trying to think. Does that give you disadvantage on attacks? No, that gives. That only
It does
gives.
something to undead.
Yeah,
I'm talking
undead.
Frostbite.
Frostbite.
It's a 60-foot cantrip that does 1d6 cold on a failed con save and causes disadvantage on the next attack roll.
I do not know of this magic, which
Does it-
I will look it up now.
Yep. It's from the Elemental Evil Player's Companion. Cantrips used to suck super bad, so they decided to buff them. Ended up making them way too good.
Yeah, fair.
Alright. Anyway, enough veering off. So after clawing out Wolfchild's eye, you let loose the spell, and then the creature's form, blurred shape dissipates, and it falls to the ground. Its legs giving out from under it. Is that your turn?
I'll move and get like a little bit more cover, and then I'm good.
Okay. Sultan.
Okay. Well, I would heal Wolfchild, but I can't, so instead, I want to free up Jason a little bit. I am in melee with that one, so I
You'll
think
have
I have...
advantage.
if you hit
No,
it.
I mean, I have disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Ah,
There's an enemy within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, so I'm going to move to right there instead
Okay.
and take that opportunity attack, I guess.
does the wall count as cover?
I don't think so.
It's also on the ground, so it'll be disadvantaged at least.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really pathetic roll, but
Okay.
that is still pretty close on a pathetic roll, but still.
Yep.
But you
Dropped
were
a
fine.
crit.
It did.
Oh, goodness.
Dude, what is with these things critting?
Then I'm going
Seriously.
to...
I don't know.
The one that I analyzed is dead.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Do I have... I forget, do I have a limit on how many enemies I can analyze, or just... One?
No,
It's one at
that's
a time.
It's just one at a time.
Yeah, so I'll bonus action do it on Thrycreen too, so I can then just read its movements and BAM! Dang it!
You read its
That's-
movements. You expect it's gonna go to the right to dodge. It goes left.
I'm not very good at this.
I noticed.
Is that your
I think it's
turn?
pretty useful outside
That's
fight.
my turn.
Okay, Rye.
Cool.
Poison, not paralyzed.
Yeah, so I can actually move this turn. Let me double check something real quick, because I think this is what I want to do. Because it's going to be useful here. Oh, yeah. So, how much does it cost to cast? 2? I cast Gleaming Strike.
Gleaming strike.
Isn't actually a strike. It makes me so I can't take opportunity attacks. So I stand up and go this way. 15 feet.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15.
And then I start throwing fire. Because this is what I do. Alright.
At the
Am I
one
at
you were
disadvantage
next
because
to,
of the
or
point?
this one?
No, I'm gonna throw it at Thrycreen too.
Poisoned
Yeah, I was saying I'm disadvantaged
Right.
because of the poison, right?
is a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Yep.
Yeah. So,
So which
Let's
one are you
do
aiming
this.
for?
that one.
This one or that one?
2. The one over by
Okay.
Jason.
No cover. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You're feeling the venom that it let loose into your bloodstream, and you've managed to get past the paralyzing effect of it, but
But,
it's causing your strikes to be sluggish and slow. And the creature
Yeah.
seems to, without completely even looking in your direction, be noticing when you're coming for it.
yeah. If you want to take the prone condition off me, that'd be great. And
I will do
Hide
that. Identh, you're up. These things are jumping and moving and they're everywhere. Like actual bugs.
remember, this is all your fault. You threw the first axe. Fix it.
Yep.
They were hostile when they came in.
I've
Were they
never met
though?
a friendly bug.
I have no idea. We'll never
That's it.
find out.
We don't know. It's like the time a couple of my friends murdered a village of Myconids because they were sick of everything killing them.
My
Little did they know they were
historically
murdering-
passive.
Yeah, no, they're normally just mushroom hippies.
I'm gonna shove that one to the ground.
You're gonna try a shove
The
action?
number 2. Yep.
Okay.
What the heck?
No. The little bug is evasive.
All right. Where did my hand axe land?
Inside the
Embedded
chest
in
of the
his skull?
creature, like right here.
He was twitching. Cause I've got my axe buried in his nervous system.
Like around
Best
there.
scene. Right around here. Yeah. Inside the body. I would draw a little dumb P, but
Alright.
I've got my hands full.
That's gonna be all then. 'Cause I don't
Alright.
have a weapon. Oh. And breath opening charge. Nope.
Alright, Jason.
Guys, so are we like in serious trouble right now, or are we okay?
We're pretty okay. Rye looks hurt, but everybody else is pretty much okay.
Okay. I will longsword this guy. Oh,
No, you will not.
Oh.
I won't. Yeah. I guess that'll be all.
Okay. There are movements and many arms. It's just frustrating. Wolfchild, there's one before you on the ground. He took your left eye.
You have advantage.
I don't need advantage.
You could have checked for a crit.
Eh.
All right.
The
All right.
button just
So one took your left eye. You went for the other one instead. At least we can
It's
say you're not a
on the-
vengeful person.
It's on the blue one. I need to help. This one's only hitting
Vengeance
me. That's
later. Vengeance later, man. All right. I'm good with that. Okay. One on the ground gets up. And ignores all of his psychic abilities because psionics kind of sucks in this one, it seems. And is just going to... It's gonna try a bite. I mean, it got that good slash on you already. It's got some confidence. Misses the bite. Tries to go for another clawing strike. Misses this time. Its hubris has failed it. That is poor use of words, but functionally, he got overconfident and totally missed you.
That's fine.
This one, you have slashed into it, but it was already getting ready for a bite, so it's gonna try and bite him. Okay. Another bite goes through. 3 points. Save. A success. So you're fine. And then the axe strikes it. And it turns around and tries to lash out with its claw.
Ooh, dang.
Managing to strike Wolfchild. But that's a measly amount of damage.
Wait, number 2 hit me?
Number 2. I was rolling for number... I thought I was on number 3. I will just do number 2's turn now. I was all number 3's
Okay.
actions. Yep,
Okay.
definitely.
That's alright.
Same creature, same initiative. It doesn't matter.
Bite Jason.
Has a
Don't
reach
bite
of
him.
15
Oh,
feet.
it did bite him. 1
It got him.
d6. That's 5
Yeah.
points.
Now make the
Constitution
paladin
save.
roll a con
Probably
save.
going to succeed this one.
Nice.
Success. And then it
Barely.
tries to claw into you.
The claw.
Miss.
Oh.
All right, Kozak, you're up.
All right. I move here. I cast Firebolt. I'm trying to Firebolt the bug.
Which bug?
Turn it into paste.
That one.
Whoa!
Hey,
2-1.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. 13
It-
damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you, Kozak.
Sure.
So while it's biting into Jason, its lower body just becomes cinders.
I killed it.
Its mouth is still clinging on to you, but it's no longer pumping venom.
That is disgusting.
Rip it off.
In my other campaign, I in one turn crit on a firebolt and rolled 2 10s, and then the next turn crit on a firebolt again and rolled 2 1s.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
Perfectly
Alright.
average.
Is that the rest? Is that the end of your turn?
Balanced.
All right, Selton.
That one's dead, so
Boop. Boop.
I trust everyone else to go help Aiden with that. I'm gonna help Wolfchild and just I'm gonna analyze enemy, the psionic one, and try to shoot it.
All right.
I did it!
Hey.
That is
Hit.
definitely a solid hit.
The crossbow has hit.
Yay! Dunk.
I'm really starting to run low on ammo. 4 shots left.
Your little quiver of bolts is starting to go empty, man.
Yeah,
we hear the case clinking every time he walks now instead of the solid thunk thunk before.
pretty much.
Now
Yep.
Yep. But that's my turn.
Alrighty. Rye.
Okay, I walk this way, and I get advantage on my first strike, and I'm gonna end the gleaming strike. So that means it's balanced, and if it hits, hopefully I do some damage.
Oh.
Rough.
And I'm gonna use the second attack to just cry in the corner and walk away. I don't even. Rye's just done right now. Walk. Here, I'm gonna come hide over here actually for 15, sorry. Yeah, because that'll be 15. And I'll throw my second attack at disadvantage, and I'm sad. Throws attack in sad.
Oh. Dang it.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm gonna sit down on the bed and I'm done. Rye's pouting.
Alright.
You doing okay, buddy?
You're up.
No, I'm pouting.
Breath
Okay.
recharge.
Yep. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to grapple number 3. Probably not.
Alright. Let's see. It's
Yep.
sad that it succeeded because I rolled the wrong ability score too. It chose to go for strength instead of dexterity to avoid you. And it still managed to avoid. Sorry. Alright, that was your action.
Yep,
Is there
yep.
anything with your bonus action you can do?
Not really.
Okay. You want to stay where you are? Alrighty.
Pretty much, yeah.
Jason, you're up. You still got a bug head attached to your shoulder.
I'm gonna take that off if that doesn't cost an action.
Nah, it's
Okay.
just fun flavor.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap this guy with my longsword.
Advantage.
Oh, right.
Yes.
I am still raging and still next to it.
And still angry.
Very
Cool.
pack tactics.
All right.
So you smack it with the flat side of your sword, just like you said you would.
Yeah.
Yes, you smack it, right?
Yeah. I was making a play on words, but yeah.
Just playing with you, man. All right, you give it a good cleave. This one's starting to get a little stuck and going into cornered beast attack mode, even though it picked this fight. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Wolfchild.
It's probably dead anyways, so let's accelerate the process.
Very accelerated. Accelerated to finish line.
There you go.
All right.
Corner even
He
more.
smacks into it with his sword, and as it falls back, you catch it at the back of the head with your axe.
Yep.
Very good.
So that one is gone.
And then, yeah, I will stay where I am. We have mostly ranged people anyways, so
All right.
Yes.
I got to. Sorry. All right. This one is going to utilize none of its interesting abilities because they're all kind of not useful for him right here. He's gonna try and bite Wolfchild. See how that
No.
goes. It did not go well.
What do you mean? He's not going to create a weapon out of thin air?
No, because psionics kind of sucks in this one. In this edition. As though that's something you could do. I just need an ability score for it. Okay. Run away.
Opportunity attack.
Of course.
Did you just crit?
I just crit on him.
Oh, jeez. Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Dang. Nice.
Wait,
Payback.
how'd you get 3d10s in there? Or 12?
Hi, I
he's a
am a
half-orc.
half-orc. I get an extra damage dice on crit.
I forgot. I'm like, you don't have brutal critical yet? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do. You get
Oh, it'll
brutal
be even
critical.
more fun when he gets brutal. Oh
I
no,
my
what have you
gosh.
done?
He did.
have
As
made
it
a
begins to-
half-orc barbarian in all of its glory.
It begins to panic. Turn, and as it does, you just see your opportunity. Catch it at the bottom of your axe, stop it in place, and then just heave its head right off. This thing
Well.
is so dead.
That settles that. Head count.
We
real quick,
go back to
everybody's
sleep
still
now.
alive?
I think everybody's still alive. Please close the door. Wolfchild.
Looks like everyone's alive. Let's close the door and go back to sleep.
Closing door.
Pouts in the corner even
Should
more.
we pick up the body that's out there, or just leave it?
Nah.
I
Sure.
just start here. I say, "Oh, you want it gone?" I walk up to it until it's burned to a crisp and said it's good.
There are
All right.
plenty of bodies out there. I'm sure that more will.
That works. Was it the end of my watch, or?
Yeah, your watch isn't far off from being over.
All right.
Wolfchild is just covering his eye, uncovering, covering, uncovering. My eye
Oh.
isn't working.
I
Yeah.
didn't-
Yeah,
No.
Wolfchild has a lovely new battle scar in the form of... He's missing his left eye.
Anybody? Can anybody fix that?
No, but I definitely we probably want to do something about that. I didn't. Could you help me deal with this eye a little bit?
I could try to lend.
Oh,
Could try to lend
Now
a
the
hand,
question
but I don't have any magic left.
well, that not. We can just try wrapping it, I guess.
Now the question is, are we following the Matt Mercer rules of you can heal a limb, or are we following the strict rules?
Oh no,
They're
wasn't
not
trying
really
to-
different, man.
I wasn't trying to fix his eyeball.
I'm just saying they healed Vax's foot one time.
We don't have any magic.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, you have... That eye is kind of gone.
I just want to make sure it doesn't get super infected or something.
Yeah.
It's a very good move. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
And then
Do you
Is
want me to
that-
do that?
what's your medicine? Your medicine.
somebody's bandaging it
So
up.
yes, I will help you with that instead.
Okay, so do I get advantage from that?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Whew.
Oh, nice.
Drop the 2.
Take a little bit of spare cloth, and he begins to wrap it around where your eye used to be. And right now you got this classic wartime
You know what?
eye patch covering your eye.
I actually have soap in my inventory. No, it's not great, but I can try to use that to do a bit of disinfecting, I guess. I don't know. I don't know
Alright.
anything about medicine in real life.
You treat the wound well enough. The bleeding won't be too bad of a problem. With a little soap and a good high roll, I assume an infection won't be a threat.
Also high constitution.
Let's be honest, he would have shrugged off the infection anyway. There ain't no maybe about it. He's an orc barbarian. They don't care. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't care that his eye's gone. He's just like, huh, neat.
Having lost 3 of my best colonists today in RimWorld to infections, it's nothing to laugh at.
Fair point.
The disadvantage
learned-
on perception is mean, but the ranged attacks is irrelevant to me.
Yeah.
Unless you get a dwarven thrower, then that would suck.
If you have a dwarf throwing things for you, then who cares?
That's one interpretation.
Yeah, comment, Tyler.
Oh, I need to make that a character now. A hired dwarf thrower. Alright. But it's
hired
patched up.
dwarven thrower. Dadgummit, Tyler.
That's what I do.
You know the real object, right?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, it's Thor's hammer.
Okay.
You throw it, it
Yeah,
comes back.
Darundi is too comfortable with the Monster Manual and Dungeon Master's Guide for a casual player.
Well, it's because I DM some too.
Yeah. Nah, it's alright.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's a fun item. Let's put it that way.
It is pretty cool.
Plus, Grog has one, so it's not even like that crazy. I was just listening to that today.
That's fair.
I'd rather have
Alright.
a dwarf that throws a hammer than a hammer that just comes back to me.
When you throw it, yes.
So with wounds patched and some time to spend, for speed, I will ignore the second 10 I rolled on encounters.
Jeez.
And for
Yeah,
for
isn't
the
it
sake
once
of
you get an
brevity-
encounter, you just automatically succeed all the rest of them?
Typically, but that's not a universal thing. But that's what I'm playing with right now. Because for the sake of brevity, the rest of the evening passes your shifts with no extreme surprises.
Can I talk to Jason during our shift?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody else is asleep, right?
Yep.
Just plop down next to Jason. So what's your story?
There's not much to tell.
Well,
Wanderer. Oh, I'm a wanderer
sense.
trying to find my place in this world. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, where do you come from? What have you done? You seem like a well-traveled man. Odds are you've done something.
Where it came from doesn't really matter. I'm not going back there, and I wouldn't really like to discuss it either. As for what I've done, I once was a paladin, but many of their traditions confused and angered me, so I left.
Oh. So you're not a paladin.
No.
Then how do you explain the magic juju stuff you do? I mean,
It's complicated. I don't know. It's like you'd have to ask me on a different day. I'm pretty tired right now.
alright. Well, don't go falling asleep on me. I punch him in the shoulder.
Now, what's your story?
Well, pulls out my sword, just kind of gently unsheaths it about halfway to show him markings on it and whatnot. Have you seen one of these before?
I have not.
There sits upon the blade a marking of a thorned crown, etched into just about a hand's distance away from the crossguard along the blade.
Also, I do know what it is. Do I?
Yeah, you've seen it a few times back in Keizo's
pretty sure
watch.
pretty sure his
It's-
silver scimitar has one on it.
Oh,
It
okay.
does. It is the marking of a weapon or a symbol of office or membership to the Scar Wardens, or as some would call them, Brood Breakers, who watch the walls between the Scar and the Empire of Inaznia.
So,
As a soldier. I mean, I wasn't crazy high up, but I was of a respectable status. Nothing to snuff at least. Wasn't no new recruit or anything like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Then, just kinda, stuff happened. Couldn't wrap my head around it. And I'm just kind of searching for the purpose, honestly. Beyond what I thought was a purpose. Because what I was just wasn't worth anything.
I have to say our stories are kind of similar.
True. True. Although I
Did you-
think our reasons are slightly different.
Possibly, yes. Did you fight in any wars?
Plenty.
Battles? Oh.
Plenty. Yeah. Josh, what would be the most recent, like, big battle?
I gotta remember it here in my notes a little bit. There's a lot of stuff to go through, but if I recall correctly, there was a war a few years ago.
Perfect.
One of the larger ones, or battles, I believe it was where is it? I think it's this document. Nope, that's
Probably
the
should talk
abandoned
to you
document. I should delete
Before
that
on
one.
this.
No, it's pretty alright. I think it happened only about like can't remember if I said it was 10 years ago or more recently. But to the north there is a kingdom called Vestal, which has managed to avoid being integrated into the Empire, and the war was between them and Inaznia a handful of years ago. It was at least a decade ago. But there are regular skirmishes, but full-blown war hasn't been as possible, but there are regular battles.
Well,
There
if the
was-
last
I-
war was within 10 years, I would pick that. Because that fits awesome.
There was a more recent there was a battle with Vestal. There was or a war with Vestal. There was a smaller conflict, though most people don't know about it, between the southern bandit kingdom that exists outside of Inaznia.
Yeah, I think war with Vestal fits better. Basically, in one of the more particularly bloody battles, I lost someone. So, due to frankly a higher up's incompetence, he thought he knew what he was doing, but realistically, he was placed there purely because his family's position.
Is that one of the reasons why you left?
That is the reason I left. I don't mind the ranks. I don't mind the soldiers. They're good men. Generally speaking. I mean, among every 10 good people, there's one bad egg in there somewhere, but yeah, that bad egg just happened to be our commander. And he did something stupid, and not very many of us made it out.
I understand. Death is a difficult topic.
Yeah.
So, you have the ability to control fire?
Kind of. It's pretty similar to what Kozak does, actually. It's more just I've focused a lot of time and effort onto this specific thing. That me and my... it's kind of a family tradition that we all pick it up a little bit.
I see.
I focused pretty heavily on it. My twin brother, he didn't. He focused more on warfare, tactics, swordplay. But we both had we were pretty good at it though.
See.
Yeah. It's fun. I mean, our father's a crazy old kook with it. I'll take you to meet him someday. Swear, the man's insane, but yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, he's your father.
Yeah, he's my father, but I mean, what's a good comparison here? Imagine let's see, you're a paladin. Josh, what would I know about paladins? Probably little to nothing, right?
Paladins, for the most part, are somewhat known. It depends on which order they're connected to, but most of them are honor-bound knights of holy orders, is the typical general knowledge of them.
Okay, then I'm going to say something super sacrilegious because this is going to be funny. Imagine your god just commands you to go do the basics of hold the sword up and let people hit it to strengthen your arm, so you can actually block a sword later on in life. But you've done that for 12 years, and that's all you've ever done, because they think you're not ready.
I see. That seems challenging.
He was a good man at heart. He just didn't ever see progression.
I would give anything to see my father again.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to him?
It's complicated. I'd rather not get into it. A short story, he got ran over by a carriage, and it wasn't pretty. I saw the whole thing.
Oof. Yeah, maybe we're not that different, me and you.
Maybe not.
Mm.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. Better get back to watching. And I walk over to this corner, act like I'm staring at the door, and probably pass out after about 30 minutes.
Alright. Your sleep goes undisturbed until everybody is awoken, as you have gained party-wide benefits. Oh boy. 5 or so sessions, I can finally hit the rest,
long rest button.
full rest.
Yeah.
Yay!
Finally.
Needed that.
Right. Forgot.
Yay, spell slots.
All right.
You
Yeah.
study your spell books and say your prayers
Yep.
to get your spells back. Get your things together. Once everybody is dressed and ready, you can set off.
Let's head back out.
Alright. Just roll that for the heck of it. Alright. You're able to return back. Your rope is still there. Nothing seems to have bothered it, but it is a bit more worn. You can see more fraying and damage has been done to the rope. Other creatures,
Cool.
it seems, have used the rope to get inside.
That's fine. Let's just leave.
Should we just leave the rope too? Let whatever's inside here deal with that?
I mean, we could take the rope, and then they'd have to find their own way out.
That makes sense.
True.
All right, let's go and brave the journey, Scar. Get back to town.
Of course, you get. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't grab. Was just making sure I knew he grabbed his axe. All right, you head off back toward town. Let's see what the weather is like, shall we? Because it's a new day. Let's
Who's
see
ready
how
for
bad the wind
damage?
is.
Who isn't ready? We just had a long rest.
It is the first time you have gone out, and as you do, it is still dark out, might I add, because you got to your rest early, so it's in the earlier breaches of the morning. But after a full night, most creatures are more worn out, so the early morning is typically not that dangerous. Not as dangerous, at least. But there is no wind. It is quiet and still. For the first time, you're not being assailed or attacked by shards of glass.
Nice.
What a beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
Let's head back. Do we want to go to normal pace or we want to hurry it up a little? What do you think?
Just normal. Sick
Yeah.
of running everywhere.
All right. Let's set out.
All right. So you set forth. I can close that map probably for the last time ever.
Until you decide to use it again in another random campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be
Because
interesting.
never delete dungeon maps.
Never. They are always useful.
Always good to have.
As you travel out,
As we're traveling, Identh will pull out his lute and sing this.
oh. Bum ba da ba da ba da ba da ba dum ba 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 da ba da ba dum.
Dude, when did you write that?
Dulcet tones.
Like weeks ago.
You just have it on a freaking dang. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Smart.
fantastic.
I don't
Alright.
understand any of it.
Do any of us recognize the tune? Like, can I recognize the tune?
There's no culture skill, so that would be a history check. History or
I mean,
religion. If you're proficient,
Ironically.
I'd say.
I actually have proficiency in history, ironically. I'm not good at it, but I am proficient.
It's nice. Sounds kind of sturdy, strange. The sounds of his voice are really weird. It's some foreign language that almost seems to have a permanent kind of beautiful harmonic ring to it, the way that it's spoken. I will just have that sitting there for a moment so people on stream can see what that is. Okay, boom. If you can read it, it's not very easy to read things the way I have things set up. But you travel forth. Let me go ahead and roll this. Okay. You set out on your journey with song in heart and ears. And as you travel forth, you are not in danger. Okay. Alright. You travel for a number of hours before you finally pass the abandoned keep that the cultists were held up in. Travel for a little bit longer. As the sun starts to rise and the place starts to take that glaring, cracked red light, eventually you see it on the horizon. The fortress
You're right,
wall
take a deep
that
breath with the sun. Feels good.
Yes, you can see the fortress, the keep. Now I get to roll a percentile on this one because I don't know if I want to do. Yeah.
Let the dice decide our fate.
Let the dice decide. Okay. And it is fine and intact. It actually doesn't even show signs that there was any fighting the night before, which every time you've been out overnight into the Scar, which was once before, there was some signs of conflict. Which, Rai, you're familiar that in past years there have been an increasing number of attacks of demons on the wall.
Yep.
So, for
No
once,
bueno.
it seems there was a peaceful night.
Well, now that we're back, Rye, we can divvy up the gold and you can be on your way. But I'd also like to extend the offer that you could stick with us and we could keep doing jobs together.
Very
Sounds good to me. I don't have anything better to do.
All right.
useful to have around, so
Yeah, it's been a while since somebody said that. That actually sounds pretty good.
Excellent. And
All right.
as
Cool.
of this, with your excellent performance during this job, you are welcomed as a regular member of this party. We will bring you together when we go on our next job. And welcome.
Wait, what are you guys called? Or I guess what are we called now?
We don't really have a name yet. It's in the works.
Well,
open to suggestions.
I have a couple ideas. He says with a dumb-eyed look, a dumb look in his eyes.
The rolling chairs of fire.
I will kill you.
I feel like
We haven't rolled any chairs,
we
and
need,
I'm
we need
literally
to set
the
an
only one who does fire.
example. We need
That's
to set an
fine.
example for future generations for what party it should be.
Yeah.
I will freaking kill you.
The tumbling chairs of ice.
Now I gotta do it.
firebrand.
It's been a while since we've been here.
You okay, Selton?
Yes, I'm just happy to be somewhere where my life is not in immediate danger.
I look him dead in the eye. Boy, we're in a Nosnia. Your life's always in immediate danger.
Less immediate danger than being out in the Scar.
Alright. Sure,
It is
we'll
really
pretend that's true.
cool to be able to take a load off after such trials.
Yes. You're able to
Let me put it
return
this
with
way.
safety.
I'm sticking close to this guy, and I point to Wolfchild. Very few
I-
people can knock heads like he does. I'm sticking close to him.
As I am just immediately going in and immediately just demanding food.
Speaking of which, we should divvy out that.
I
Divvy
follow
out
him in
some-
and say I'm gonna
divvy-
pay for it.
Should divvy out a few of our
Give me a
belongings
moment.
later, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. One thing, Josh, is there a place here that we can buy like horses and wagons, or does this town not have that?
This is a. I would say that this place has a small kind of stables for military provision, but there is, I mean, thanks to the influences of humanity on Inaznia, even the hobgoblins have to leave some open business available. So there are places you could, at the very least, there's a guarantee you could hire a cart. Possibly buy one for yourself, though, is a maybe.
Okay.
Do I know if it's possible that maybe I could buy one from the soldiers?
That's a flat no. The
Flat
Inaznian
no.
Queen does not like selling weapons to the commoners, and her
Well-
soldiers keep that.
I was just thinking it might
That's
be
what I
nice
figured.
to be able to buy like a couple draft horses and a wagon for travel and transportation.
Did-
Yeah.
Did our, for lack of a better term, did our slave, our newly found slave, he lived on a farm, didn't he? Did he have any livestock or anything?
I wouldn't call it a farm. I would call it more like a chicken coop in the back and a small hovel.
Yeah,
Okay.
chickens. By the way, Rye, we did a job for a guy, and he swore himself into indentured servitude to us. So don't worry about that part.
Life debts are a thing. I have no issues with that.
Cool.
I assume you saved his life or something, right?
We helped avenge a life goal of his, or to deal with a life goal of his.
It works for me. As long as you don't treat him like dirt.
Not part of the plan.
Oh yeah, I have a say in that now, don't I? We're not gonna treat him like dirt.
You haven't met him yet.
I mean,
Fair. If he deserves it, I'll be the first to throw his face into the dirt. That'll be fun.
I don't know that he deserves anything bad. It's just
Well, then make up your mind.
He's-
First he does, then first he doesn't, then he does, now he doesn't again.
he's an idiot.
yeah.
And
Like,
He'll serve his purpose as a servant, and maybe with us he'll get a chance at glory.
so we're giving the idiot a sword. Sounds like what my dad did for my brother.
I mean, maybe not a sword. He'll just be able to hang out with us, and so he'll be associated with our exploits, and that'll be enough glory for him.
We're not paying him at all, are we?
and
Maybe we can give him another chicken coop.
we already there was an opening before you, and that was why. That was why.
Yeah, the reason we were looking for another member was that the job where we gained this indentured servitude, that servant, one of our number was lost. So
Gotcha. Well, it happens.
yeah,
You know, who lives, who dies, who tells your story type thing.
yeah, that's why we went out to seek that heart. We thought to bring him back, but another passed. So it is what it is, and it will have to stay as it is. So maybe another time.
All right. So what's the game plan, guys?
Well, we can take another look at that job board and see what's there. I feel like that would be the easiest choice to make.
So Rai wouldn't know this, but Dune said there were a couple jobs inland that we could do away from the Scar, because I think that's what Selton was wanting.
I was about to actually bring that up. Is the Scar is no offense, Wolfchild, a very dangerous place.
It is.
It's you might be fine living there, Wolfchild, but
Yep.
I'm clearly not.
Most people aren't.
It is I think there's a higher chance of us dying there than out anywhere else in Anosnia. And
Rai chuckles at that.
Should we divvy
Let's-
out that gold and stuff first?
Yeah, let Selton finish talking, but yes.
I personally, I'd rather not be here right now. I do not feel skilled or strong enough to do this. I can barely shoot a crossbow straight, let alone
So I've noted.
actually do anything. So
Well, you did some to terrify Wolfchild, whatever the heck that was.
that's a special case. I can't just do that willy-nilly.
So you wish to take jobs away from the Scar, or you wish to retire into obscurity?
No, absolutely not. I'd
You gotta
love to
make money to eat.
Yeah, that's a little bit important. Yes. I enjoy all of your company. I can't. Yeah, This is.
Dune cries and sad somewhere.
I would prefer to stick around with all of you. And.
Just go away from the scar.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we have jobs that take us away. Shouldn't be that hard. We should take a look at the other jobs we have in the pack. I've forgotten what they are.
Yeah, we had 2, I want to say.
You got rid of the dragon warning. You
No.
kept that up.
Don't mess with dragons.
We
I'm not
don't.
the
There
dragon.
was
I
a
like
warning
dragons.
about gnolls in the Scar, so that was a no. There was a Scar town that was afraid of being attacked by orcs and wanted to hire rangers and spies to track them. There was one.
Then I
A
died.
fearsome beast has attacked and killed 10 from a town north of Kaizo's Watch known as Babadar Bruck. People are offering a reward for the creature's death, though the reward is not marked in its worth. So there's no knowledge on how much you're going to get paid. As for if you wanted to just free range, about a week or two, about 10 days journey away is the capital of the Hobgoblin part of the Empire, Black Claw Port, which sits on the coast. That's a great place to get involved with any kind of seedy business. But if you wanted to avoid hobgoblins and the potential threat of the slave market, because not everybody in your party are easily accepted citizens of the Empire, in the more inner parts, especially here in the hobgoblin parts of the Empire, you could head further north toward humanity or dwarves, but that's going to take an extra long amount of time.
Go hunt ourselves a monster, shall we?
Sure.
Sure.
That sounds good.
Work our way from there to wherever the heck we want to go.
Alright. And then there was...
I say we take a night here, though, and see if we can find Wolfchild some healing before we leave.
My eyes still isn't working.
That's exactly what I mean.
I think
We can look, but that level of magic is
Rare, I know.
best of times.
Well,
If
we might
to
get
find
lucky. You
something
never
like-
know.
to find something like that, it's kind of a renowned thing that you would need to find some master of miracles, and they typically
Great.
centralized in big cities.
So we'd need a straight up
course.
regeneration spell. Cool.
Yep.
Alright. So it's gonna be hefty. Would there be like
There-
any knowledge of maybe like potions or anything that could help with that over time or something? Like would I know of that for maybe guard? Like maybe the guards have access to something like that. Not that I could buy or anything, but maybe we could
there's
go
a
to the source
thousand
at some
myths
point.
and there's a thousand myths and possibilities, but if you want to scope around for rumors to try and find possible things, there are a lot of people who sell mystical potions of healing, though, but the validity
snake
of them,
oil.
at least, yeah, from your military experience, most of them have been snake oil. So I wouldn't say
Alright.
you'd put much stock in that.
Well, is this a hobgoblin guard over here?
Yes.
I guess after I pay for Wolfchild's meal. Ooh. Hey, I pulled up my character sheet. I didn't know I could do that by double tapping. I walk over here and say, hey,
Yeah.
one fellow guardsman to another. You ever heard of any people or things that could maybe heal a blinded eye? Just local myths, legends. I know it's not common.
That's
And if he starts giving me the awkward, like, what the heck are you asking me for? I'll show my sword and be like, that friend. Not foe, friend.
Right. Ah.
Voice changer's back.
Yay.
Forgot it existed.
Yay.
Voice changer is my friend.
That's I've, nah, never heard of anything quite working. You seem to have both your eyes intact.
That's for my buddy over there, and I motioned to Wolfchild at the bar.
Well, no, I've never heard of anything can do
Alright.
something like that. Nothing official, for sure.
Wow. Yeah, it probably won't be official, but just wondered if there's a miracle worker near or anything like that. It was a reach. Just figured I'd ask because you were here.
Only one thing. It's a
Okay.
wayward rumor.
Okay.
I've heard tell old stories, so I'm not on official business when I tell you this. I'm not technically allowed to say these kinds of things. But there's
In the
always
tavern,
stories
we're
of
carousing.
there's always stories of healing from finding strange creatures up in the forest. But again, I wouldn't recommend it, and only if you intend to get yourself killed.
The forest northward?
North. There's a forest called the Woodwalker's Weird.
Yeah, and isn't that near the town of Brookton, or whatever town we're planning on heading to because monsters?
Bedebar Brook, yes.
Yes. Huh. I love how this is lining up. Cool.
I wouldn't recommend it. Actually, on official terms, I would say avoid that forest. People don't typically return. We sit here next to the scar, but at least people come back from this place.
Cool.
There are things that live in there.
It's okay. Me and Forrest have a love-hate relationship anyway. I'll be fine.
Well, if you've got a death wish.
Who says I don't?
Well, then maybe you'll at least live long enough to meet the Woodwalker himself.
Who's the Woodwalker?
Pagan god. They say he
Great.
protects the forest. That's why nobody comes back.
Sweet. So there's a deity of sorts in there. Great. Remember, no Bernie. Fun.
I
Note to
wouldn't put
self.
any stock in it.
Well,
I would avoid it.
If there's one thing I know, superstitions tend to have basis in something, at least. Alright, cool. Well, thank you, and I tip him a silver.
Alright.
Okay. He kind of holds it and then puts it on the table. Gets up. He is, after all, an officer of the law.
Well, it's one officer to another. As far as he knows.
As far as he knows. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he doesn't know I'm not part of the force right now. There's a reason I didn't say that. I mean, I don't look like I'm too well-to-do off, but I look like I'm doing better than he is, so.
He's fine. He's a captain.
Well, basically I was paying for his next round of drinks. A silver doesn't get you much.
No, it doesn't. Except, you know, a hunk of cheese.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe 20 pounds of animal feed.
Dang, it gets you that much.
Yeah, but 10 pounds is one day.
Got you.
So 2 days of food.
Sweet. Well, it gets you 1 day of food here in a tavern, so you know. Cool. All right. Well, so I come over and just kind of inform everybody. Good news. Looks like where we're going to hunt said monster, said beastie or something associated with said beastie might be able to help Wolfchild here with his visual issues.
All right. Danger?
Very. Something about a pagan deity not letting people out of the forest once they go in.
Interesting.
So maybe we should amass a little more power before.
Would I know anything about this deity?
Not the deity, but but the
Woodwalker?
forest.
Yeah, I'll straight up
The
drop
forest-
names. The Woodwalker.
The
From
Woodwalker's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
no.
That's
That
something
place
a
is
little bit.
I'm gonna say there's no roll on that place. Like
Oh, wow.
to know some of the stories behind that place. People don't come back from there. People fear that forest.
Oh, would I know anything about it?
Like I'm saying, there's no checks. That
So just
place's
straight up-
stories go far and wide. People fear the forest
So straight up, anybody who goes in doesn't come out.
most of the time. The odd story claims that every once in a while somebody wandered in and comes back saying that they met somebody who cured them of their illness or or of their frailties. But those are a dime in a dozen. No, much less common.
1 in a million.
1 in 100. one in a million.
Hmm.
They happen every once in a while.
Hey,
It's not a safe place.
Why don't
They
we
say-
skirt around it first and go to the town? Ask them what they think. See if we can deal with their monster also. See what's up with that. And then go inside the forest like a bunch of idiots that we are.
maybe
Let's
let's get a bit more information before we go in, as much as we can, albeit most of it being myths and legends.
Well, that's what I mean. We go to the town, try and see if we can solve their problem without issues. And if we can't, or if it's in the forest, because I have a feeling beasties tend to hide inside forests. I think I know where we're going to hunt anyway.
Let's,
So
let's
Well-
see where this town is first.
close.
It might not even. Well, it could be miles from the forest.
Wait, so if no one comes out of the forest, why don't we just burn it down?
because there's
Because gods do not like. Nature gods.
I
Gods
mean-
don't like it when you do things like that just willy nilly.
I think they would like if
They're
we
not-
got rid of some like pagan deity.
it would aim the spirit within, and we would have something beyond us to contend with. I don't
Yeah,
think it's the forest for a long time yet.
Well, let's put it this way. Pagan deity doesn't necessarily mean deity. It can mean anything from a demigod to an angel to all kinds of crazy stuff. Or it can just be a person.
Yeah, let me put it this
Most
way.
of those are out of
Forests,
our reach.
especially ones with such legends around them, are seldom undefended.
I mean, odds are it's probably some treants or something.
We're not going into that forest. Not yet. Not for a while.
I wouldn't mind getting some more information on it and seeing. But I agree with the Kozak's caution in this case.
Yeah. Again, we should go to the town at least. See what the town's close to the forest, so they'll at least have a better idea of what is the danger or what the myths are. Here
Right.
we're getting we've been told we're the most recent ones in the game of telephone. So who knows? They say it's a pagan god here. It might be just like some spirit or again treants. That's my guess.
Right.
I don't know. None of the able bodies that went in came out. Only the ones that needed some fix. That makes
Well,
it whatever
we
it
got
is.
one of those too. Again, it's more if it's an option, guys. Let's go. I'm 100%
Yes.
with you. We should go figure out more first.
Yeah, I'd love to go visit this town. When do we want to plan on leaving?
Do we want to stay the night here?
We did travel about
I would
half a
advise
day.
doing so.
Yeah, we could stay here for a day of preparing,
Yeah.
resting after what we went through. Get ready for travel again.
That sounds great to me. There are a couple of things I would like to do in town before we head out.
Let's see. Ooh. Let's see, how much is a flagon of ale for?
Ale? For a mug, you're looking at 4 copper.
Cool. Then I say a round for everyone, miss. Looking at the barkeep, and everybody in the tavern gets one.
1 for the entire. All right, coming right up.
That's 4 copper times. What did I count? 11 people.
6. 11 people.
No.
Oh, you're going
11
everyone.
people counting. Yeah, everybody. I like being on good terms with people. $44 copper,
Alright.
so 4 silver, 5 silver. I'll round
Count
up.
12 people.
Kenku is one of the waiters.
No, there's a dwarf.
Can we just
Oh, I
add
missed
our
him.
gold?
Yeah, give me a moment on that. I assume somebody wants to sell the gems that they got, that you guys got as well, right?
All right.
Yeah, probably somebody with charisma. Looking at Kozak, or not? Well, Kozak maybe, but Jason.
No, I'm just gonna do a flat convert on that one.
Sweet.
Alright.
Thank you
Keeps
for
the
making
XP
that
easy
simple.
for me.
Yeah, so just 12.
Yeah, this time
alright.
I will do that for this campaign, just for ease. Okay. Who had
Do you
those?
want, I didn't. Do you want me to put him into the partial items?
Cool.
So item, you have it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Do you
I
want me to
can
put it?
just-
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just drag them out of your inventory for it.
Hmm.
Jasper, quartz. Citrine. Oh yeah, there were 2 of them.
Buddy.
Alright. So you managed to sell them off in the local market. Which, if I'm correct, they...
Nice boost to this place's economy.
all have the same
50 a pop.
gold value. Yep.
That sucks. There's only 5 gems and there's 6 of us. That's the worst.
Okay, so that's an extra 250 gold
Well, so
added to the pot.
aside from
on
the
top of
33
that-
that everybody got earlier,
Oh, did we already
So-
divvy it out?
I already got the 33.
Somebody went and sold the gold.
Or
You buy a
the
round
gold
of
we
drinks.
had originally?
I already bought the round of drinks.
So
I paid for it with
You
5
bought a
silver.
round of drinks. She brings attention, and she's like, "This one, a drink's on this one, guys," and everybody gives you a cheer. You boost your reputation in town with
Of
that,
course.
and I will now reward experience because we are going to end our session as you guys get an evening of
Hooray,
revelry
and
and
level up.
such.
How much?
Yeah, we leveled
And
up.
since you are ending a session and taking rest in a place of safety, yep, you are now getting your level ups. First, let's see where you are on your experience.
Yeah, level 5,
So
baby.
let's go ahead
Level
and
5.
award that, and award the gold XP pop, which should be